This is from Pro Football Focus. One last offseason move for each of the 16 AFC teams. For the Browns, they signed Frank Clark. Clark wasn't particularly productive as the top edge rusher in Kansas City the past few years, but if opposing offenses are shifting towards Myles Garrett, could free him up to get after the quarterback without many chip blocks. Also from that same article, Ravens, they say sign Kareem Hunt. Hunt had a poor 2022 after requesting a trade, earning a career-low 67.0 PFF grade. Provides a reliable check-down outlet for Lamar Jackson, securing 35 receptions compared to 43 total for Dobbs and Edwards over their collective careers. Let's start with Clark. They don't need a guy to come in and play a ton of snaps, Mary Kay. They really need a guy that can give them 25, 30 snaps and allow the younger guys to develop. What are your thoughts on Frank Clark?
Well, I put this in the column that I wrote the other day when I said that I think they will sign a veteran edge rusher. They really haven't shown too much interest in Frank Clark, who, as most people know, played for Ted Ginn Sr. at Glenville High and attended the Ginn Academy. And I wrote a story about him when I was out at the Super Bowl. I interviewed him. I interviewed Coach Ginn about him. He's a really, really good football player. But for one reason or another, the Browns have not really expressed a whole bunch of interest in Frank Clark. Now, last season, he didn't really kind of get heated up again until the playoffs. That's kind of been his MO a little bit, is that he really has a ton of playoff sacks. He really lights it up in the postseason. But he's not one that I think is as high on their list right now.
Who would you listen out for as an edge rusher? Someone that you think is kind of on their radar?
There are still a couple of guys out there that you could possibly think about. We know one that they won't think about is Jadeveon Clowney, so we can cross him off the list. One that I've talked about a lot in the past is Yannick Ngakoue. He's still out there. The thing about him is that his pass rush win rate last year was only 11%, according to Pro Football Focus. That's very low. He did end up with 9.5 sacks, and he always has sacks. He's never had fewer than 8 in his career, in his 7-year career. So he's going to get you the sacks. So he's somebody that I would probably consider. And then Melvin Ingram is another one that is still out there.